G'day Beeland, I'm Andy G and welcome to Mind Your Business. Just making our way to the hives. It's kind of a double whammy this episode. The most exciting part I'll tell you in a second. The first part though is adding some new varroa strips to the beehives, because varroa destructor, varroa mites, they're like every bee's and every beekeeper's worst nightmare. They are nightmare fuel, but we try and stay on top of them with treatments. So I'm going to add this new treatment I've got called varroxan, which is a organic treatment. People on their motorbikes. It's an organic treatment which is actually safe to put on the hive when the honey flows on. So I could actually have honey supers on there and the honey is safe to eat with these varroa strips, because a lot of them you can't do that. Anyway, made it to the hives. What's the exciting part? I'll share it with you just after the intro. So what's this exciting thing? Well, the subject of the video probably gave it away. I need to see if the small hive there, which was a queenless nuke, has managed to requeen itself. That's what I'm excited about checking, because there were 3 cells that were sealed, 3 queen cells that were sealed, which is fantastic. So we need to see if they've hatched. Do I have a queen? And if I do, is she mated? Is she now laying eggs? It's been plenty of time for her to do so, if that's the case. So let's crack in. It's looking really good. So we'll just see how those queen cells are looking. Hopefully they've hatched. Oh, so there is a wax moth larvae. We don't want those in here. Right, so there's 4 queen cells on this frame here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that one's the newest one. But they're all open. They've all hatched out. So you can see her right there. I'll try and move her into the centre. I'll try and follow her around. Isn't that great? That's such a cool thing to see. Brilliant. I'm absolutely over the moon with that. So I can only assume, because there were 3 queen cells, try to find her again, because there were 3 queen cells, I'm assuming that the other ones have been fought off. And potentially she's yet to go on her mating flight, because there's no eggs in there yet. And I wonder if she's still yet to do that. So there she is, coming into the open there. Oh, I'm stoked, absolutely over the moon. We have a queen, so let's put her back and let them just crack on, and let her crack on with any luck. So here's the new varroxan product that I purchased, which are the varroa treatment strips, and they just fold over the top of the frames and sit down there, and the bees will just walk across them. In fact, I'll push it over a bit. Seems to be a lot of excitement within the beekeeping world around these strips. Because it's believed that these strips can be put on a hive when there's a honey super on in it, and the honey is actually safe to consume. So we'll just put those there so that the bees walk over them then, and then they're treated for varroa as they go. Nice clean hive. It has a queen. I'm absolutely over the moon. So we'll close that up and let them continue to do what they need to do. I've got a wasp that won't go away either. I've got to try and get it. Savage little things. Okay, and we'll get on to the second hive now and put some varroxan strips in there. So the queen's still busy laying up a storm in there. Looking at the other frames, I can't see anything untoward, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to let them go, let them get on with it. Okay. Now I've only put 2 in there for now because there's one here which is still doing its thing. because there's so many empty frames in this one, I'm just going to add one to this box. So they haven't really done anything with this honey super apart from build up the comb again and tidy it up. So there's nothing in here. I'm not expecting any honey at all this season at this rate, which is absolutely fine. It's the way it is, but I'll leave it on there and just see how they go. But they are quite busy in there still sorting out those new frames that were put in, but I'm happy with that. I've got my varroa treatment in there now, so gives them a fighting chance, eh? Gotta say, I'm super thankful for editing and being able to turn off the camera. Otherwise you would have just watched me dispatching wasps for the last 30 minutes. For the first time ever, I've literally just had to dispatch 15 or 16 yellow jacket wasps. I saw a couple of them go into the hives as well, but didn't see them come out. But I got rid of quite a few of them, and they're an absolute pest. What are they good for? Anyway, look, job done. Happy days, because all the Varroxan strips are now in those brood boxes, which was the main idea. Once they arrived, was to get those varroa treatments in, and I've got a queen in my other hive, which is fantastic. So the smaller hive is now requeened, which is brilliant. I think she's still a virgin queen though. She mustn't have long hatched. Has she fought off the other queens? I guess there was a big fight to the death, because she's the only one in there. And there were 4 cells. There was an extra one added not long after the last time I checked. So, I don't know, hopefully she'll go off for a wee mating flight soon. Today was the first warm day in a while, so it was a good chance to come down here and get it sussed, because it's been a little while since I last came down here. And they needed to be checked, so yeah. Come back again soon, and hopefully that queen is laying. But that's it for now. I don't think I'm getting any honey this season, which is absolutely fine. I'm just going to work hard to keep these bees alive now, and then hopefully we have a nice strong start into the next season. Just great to be back into it, really, although costly. If you want to get into beekeeping, you're not going to make any money. I'd take my hat off. If I had a hat, I would take it off to those commercial beekeepers that somehow squeeze a living out of doing this, because there's absolutely no way you come up top on in this game. That's why it's a hobby, and hobbies cost money generally, and it's worth every cent. Thanks for watching Mind Your Business. I'm Andy G, and we'll catch you next time.